Welcome, World Combat Sports. We jumpstart this fight card with a dynamite matchup in Robert Easter Jr., a young native of Toledo, Ohio, has exuded spectacular performances to his docket of experience, hosting a green light of 21 victories, with 14 of his opponents suffering collision damage from Easter, who is known for his high volume traffic from the opening bell. Easter, who has displayed the fearless bravado to throw down in the heat of combat, is a bona fide soldier who understands his line of defense and mission execution when it's time to deploy his grade of arsenal to that of his adversaries. This could only be an asset to his latest travels as he convoys to the headquarters of trainer, prior military veteran, and Kevin Cunningham, who is official when it comes to knowing tactical training firsthand with soldiers like Easter as he commenced his pre-op training regime to lead his troop into combat versus his toughest challenge in Garcia. Easter military fatigues will be transparent as he is set for combat for a much anticipated high energy performance, tenacious infighting, which has earned Easter a medal as the IBF world title holder, adding this to his storybook success early on a calendar just past a handful of collective years as a professional fighter. Easter will need to apply strict disciplinary skills in facing an equally motivated and highly skilled champion in Garcia, who is shown to acclimate well and making adjustments when placed in a tough predicament and pushing through pockets of insurgency in the heat of battle. Easter, who has significant height and reach advantage, has to box smart enough to distort what's on paper to keep his discrepancies folded and force Garcia to read a different chapter to his art of war if he's to be victorious. Jumping on the wings and flying out to the West Coast, his opponent will be out of California, Mikey Garcia, a 4-division champion, lights up the green side of his ledger with 38 victories, just short of a commendable 30 by way of knockout, and to add an even brighter halo to his shrine of accolades is an impeccable, flawless slate of 0 defeats in complementing his reign of dominance in the sport of boxing today. Garcia will need to sustain max performance as he continues to keep his career in high gear when he faces his toughest compeer to date in Robert Easter Jr. Easter will be a tall order indeed. Garcia has superb timing and will need to register effective countering to the much longer, rangy, distance-capable fighter in Easter. But if there is an upside to Garcia's close-quarter fighting style, is that Easter may appease him by boxing small as he has shown in previous bouts and present an easier ruler in measuring those combination counters if in fact Easter homestead the pocket. Garcia, who is known to have diesel-powered transmission fueling his pace from the opening bell, must have it all tuned in, both precision and handling, and fighting the likes of Easter, who is equal the cylinders to match gear for gear and round for round. Garcia's precise timing, astute ring IQ, pings a high connect rate. If he's boxing as the aggressor or as he's seen in previous bouts off his back foot versus a looming pressure opponent in Lipinets, Garcia has adapted well, as seen here, pairing a double touch jab from Lipinets and catch and shoot counter, dropping him with a crushing left hand in the 7th frame. Garcia has broken all the windows, kicking down the door as a future Hall of Famer, and only now look to further solidify his name as a tenant in the pantheon of boxing greats. In closing, if there's a sharpened edge to cut away any layer of concerns heading to this fight, it's for both champions to be vigilant, elusive with nimble lateral movement, shielding their punches off their gloves, reducing any early damage, leaving the box unchecked for what could possibly lead to an early stoppage. If there's a pliable question mark for both champions, probably will lead to an open-ended lingering compunction asking, will the bout expire at the final bell, or will one of these champions disrupt the rhythm of the other just enough and dimming the lights to a possibly early closer? For both combatants, all the signs has boxing fans agreeing that a draw will be transparent in the eyes of the judges, concluding one of these fighters will erase the O of the other. Be sure, boxing fans, to turn up, tune in to World Combat Sports.